My baby finally returned yesterday, and we're going to be playing some throwback trivia clips. So welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
Alright, so I'm recording from the big studio today. For those of you who have been listening for the past couple of days, Alright, a lot of updates. First off, I'm doing every single podcast on video now. You can find those on YouTube as Super Dario World Podcast, right there. You can still listen to the podcast anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Just type in the show presents Super Dario World. I also have a review up for the beta, week 2 beta of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The game's great. I'm going to get it. I was very excited. I really enjoyed playing it. You can check out the full review at reviewNation.net. What else am I missing? I don't know. Oh, yeah. So I'm in the big studio today. I sound kind of weird. I feel like something's off. Something's off here. I don't know what it is. And maybe it's the mic. But yeah, I'm from the big studio. And if you think I sound weird too, that's probably why. And I'm in the big studio because the show is live from LA right now. Well, they're recording in LA right now. So they got the big studio all to myself. And I figured I'd enjoy it. You know, get a little bit of fresh air, stretch out a little. Anyway, so a couple of things happened. Well, I'm going to get a little preachy here, maybe. I don't think it's preachy, but I want to share something. Also, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can always find me at Dario the Show on Instagram. I really appreciate everybody who has been, reaching out and giving me, like basically good thoughts and congratulations for my baby coming back. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to kind of just go back to the beginning of the story in case somebody's listening who doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about, and thinks that I'm talking about an actual human baby. Let me just recap that real quick, and I can tell you exactly how everything went down yesterday. So I have a baby now monitor. For those of you who don't know what a monitor is, imagine like a big lizard, pretty much, like a big reptile. And so, but it's a baby. So right now it's about the size of maybe my forearm with its tail, and the tail's half the body. So it's still a teeny tiny baby, and I have it. I keep it in my garage, and a couple of weeks ago, it got out. It got out of its enclosure, and it's been an issue for me. I've been trying to find it like crazy. I turned over my entire garage, and then last Friday, my neighbor informed me that he saw him in the garden area near our apartment, well, right in front of his apartment. So a lot of things. There's a lot of crows where I live, and the day that he got out, it was raining, and Nile monitors, as the name suggests, they're attracted to moving water. They live in the Nile, so they're really, they're water. They're really water friendly. So I was worried that he might have gone to the water, and then he would have gone down the drain or something, or that he was eaten by a crow. So it wasn't looking good for me. At least it did not particularly sound very good. However, my neighbor told me last week that he saw him in the garden area, still at the apartments, and I was great. Okay, so I need to set up traps, because I set up traps all around the property. I was like, all right, I need to focus on setting traps here, because that's probably where he is. I set up the traps, and then my neighbor informs me once again that, he informs me now that our landlord told him that he's going to get rid of the garden area. So that very day, I rip out every single plant there, pretty much. And or the weeds and stuff. I dig holes and I try to find them. Nothing. Zip, nada, not even a trail. So I was really bummed out because of it. I was like, okay, well, if he's not here, then where else could he be? There's no other places where he could really hide, that he could get food and stuff like that. So maybe he got by a bird or something. I don't know, because the neighbor found him because he moved like a little table he had there, and he found him on the table and he ran. So it's like, if he was hiding under the table, then now he has no cover for birds. So that was a real bummer. So then last Friday, if you listened to me, I kind of went a little crazy because I didn't notice my landlord go in there and start, fix anything to start to get rid of the garden area. And I was like, if this fucker tricked me into doing his gardening, I'm going to lose my shit. Fortunately, that did not happen. And so it's actually, I did not lose my shit unnecessarily. I mean, they did start actually working on the garden area. They took out a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like, okay, fine. He wasn't playing me. All right, I did not get played. So that leads us to yesterday, and I want to talk first about the relationship I've had with this particular neighbor and the lesson that I learned, because I learned a big lesson yesterday. So, as from the very get-go, I had a very rocky relationship with this particular neighbor. I remember the first words that I heard come out of his mouth. We were moving in. We were carrying. I had a heavy box of something. I was about to go into the apartment. It was me, my kid brother, and my mom was helping out. So I was carrying this box, and he walks up to us, and he says, "So this is how we do things here." And I immediately turned around and walked away. I was almost blind with anger. I was like, this motherfucker thinks he can come in and tell me what the fuck I have to do. So I immediately turned around and walked away. I knew my mom and my kid brother were going to stay there, but I left. And actually afterwards, they were like, thank God you left. Because I have this issue. I don't like people telling me what to do, especially if you have no authority over me. You can ask me. You can very politely ask me for a favor. If I think it's reasonable, I will probably comply. I try to be kind. I try to be decent. I try to be polite. If you are rude to me, I will be rude back. It's very simple. And I will most probably do the exact opposite of whatever you ask for. So when my sibling and my mother came up, I specifically told them, don't tell me what he said. Anything that you tell me that he said in that conversation, I'm going to do the exact opposite. So it's better if I just don't know. Whatever he said, it's better if I don't know. So they agreed, and that's how we left it. So it was a rocky start. I immediately did not like him. Immediately did not like the guy. Then, as time moved on, I live in the second floor. And so I decided, you know what? I need to do some other... Last year, I did a marathon. Well, not a marathon. I trained for a triathlon, and while I was doing the triathlon, I injured my knee. So I took a few weeks / maybe a month off to let that heal, and I didn't do any cardio. Then I tried running again, and my knee was just bugging me. For some reason, when I run, my knee bugs me. And it's not like crippling pain, but it's just annoying, and I did not want to injure it anymore. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to just walk up and down steps for a little bit. Either way, you burn the same amount of calories in less time, and I could do it right in front of my apartment. I'm still connected to the Wi-Fi, so I could watch a freaking TV show while I'm doing it, just walking up and down. And the commercial breaks, I run. It was pretty efficient for me, and so I started doing that. Then one day, I talked about this on the show. The neighbor walks up to me, and it looks like he's trying to say something, but I ignore him because I signal him that I'm running. And another day, he walks up to me, and this is how he says it. Yeah, this is the last day you're going to do this. And I did not appreciate that. So what I told him is like, no. And he was kind of dumbfounded. This is an older guy, so he was a little bit like, what? Like, he did not expect it. Like, no. It's like, no, yeah, this is the last time you're going to do this. I was like, no. I pay rent here. I have no limit in the apartment. There's nothing in my lease that says that I cannot go up and down the stairs as many times as I want. It's the middle of the day. I'm not hurting anybody, so I'm going to keep doing it. He's like, no, you're making noise. It's bothering us. And you can just go to the school. They have a place there that's nearby. You can just go up there like, yeah, but this is right outside of my apartment. And I pay rent here, and I don't want to go. And I'm in the shade here, so I'm just going to stay here. There's nothing you can do. And he's like, and I don't appreciate you being so rude about it. Like, you can't come here and tell me what to do. You're not my mother. You're not a police officer. You're not my landlord. So step off. And so the dude was like, he was upset, and he turned around and he left. And I was like, haha, I gotcha. I knew I was annoying you already, but I got a lot of satisfaction from that one. So the very next day, as I'm doing the stair thing once again, he walks out and he apologizes to me. And I did not expect this, but I appreciated it. He apologized, and he basically said, you know what, I'm sorry if I came off as rude yesterday. That was not my intention, but it's just, I wanted that to be clear. This is something that's annoying us. I'm sorry if I did the wrong way. I realized I did not have a right, so I apologize. I was wrong. And so I accepted the apology, and he did not ask me to stop. I need that to be clear. He did not ask me to stop, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing it. If he would have asked me to stop after the apology, maybe I wouldn't have done it, but he didn't ask. So I was like, okay, he swallowed his pride. He walked out here. Well, yesterday he was a dick. He was a dick yesterday. But today he swallowed his pride. He came out and he apologized. And he did not ask for anything in return. Sometimes, somebody apologizes just so that you'll do what they want. Well, so you'll do what they want. No, he apologized and didn't ask for anything. And since then, I think I did one more day and then I stopped. I did something else. And also because my brother got like a stationary bike and I started using the bike instead. So I appreciated it. He was a man about it. He realized that he made a mistake and what he did was rude. And so I responded in kind. Because again, I try to be polite. I was raised to at least be polite. Maybe not kind, but be polite. And so, and so our relationship since then has been pretty much, I leave you alone, you leave me alone. Right? That's pretty clear. He likes doing stuff in his garage. I got my reptiles. And I started doing things in my garage. So when we interacted, it's just pretty much like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? That's it. That's our interactions. And I think we've both been happy that way, like a respectful silence, right? It's like, you do your thing, it's not bugging me, I'll do my thing, it's not bugging you, perfect. So when my reptile got out, I informed the neighbors, like, hey, if you see like a big lizard, can you let me know, because it's mine. And they'd already seen him, because I'm in the property, I'm walking around with it, they've seen me with the reptiles there. It's like, if you see him, loose somewhere, can you just let me know? He's the neighbor that informed me about the garden thing and everything. And so yesterday, that neighbor goes up to my apartment and knocks on the door and he's like, hey, I got a present for you. And I was like, what? Okay. I walk out, go to his garage, and in a big like jar thing, a giant jar, glass jar, is my fucking lizard. So I was close to giving up. I had pretty much given up hope. I still hadn't taken off the traps yet. So I think in the back of my mind, I still had a little bit of hope, and I still did not I had made up my mind that I was going to get a monitor lizard. Again, another one. Maybe at the next year's Super Show or something, but I'd already made up my mind for that. So, but I don't know if I had completely given up on this one. But I saw him, because again, I did not take the traps away. I still left them in an area where I figured maybe he'll show up. But no. So, but that could have been just me being lazy. Anyway, he hands me the lizard and grabbed me like, where'd you find them? Where the hell was he? And he says, oh, well, he has a motorcycle. Well, his kid has a motorcycle that's parked right in front of his house, and it's covered by a tarp. So he says that when they were moving, they're going to move the motorcycle. So they took the tarp off, and he was there. He was hiding under the tarp. Which is nuts, because I never expected him to be near anything that didn't have any food. That honestly, there's not much shelter there. There's not much warmth. There's not any food. So we never really thought of looking down there. Fortunately, he found them. And I need you to understand, this is a really fast lizard. They're fast as hell. And he's tiny. So I was like, man, how'd you catch him? What'd you do? And he's like, oh, well, I put my hand close. I let him bite me. And then I grabbed him. And I was stunned. Like, honestly, I was legit stunned. Because, again, me and this man, we had a rocky relationship. But at one point, we found, like, a place of mutual respect. Like, all right, okay, I just won't bother you. You won't bother me. But I did not expect him to go out of his way and let himself be bitten. Because he's still a baby. He's not going to hurt you that much. But compared to other lizards, nobody likes getting bitten, all right, by nothing. But he actually did that, and he did that for me. He did that for me, for my happiness. So the lesson that I learned there is just try to be respectful to your neighbors. Try to be kind. Kindness goes a really long way. Don't I like starting conflict with people, but maybe it's time to actually try to do more. Try to maybe not just necessarily bond, but do things that keep the peace. Actually make an effort or something. I can't exactly put it into words, but it was a very valuable lesson to me to don't just immediately like eliminate people in your head just because you think they're dicks. They may surprise you. People can still surprise you. So I was very surprised yesterday. I was very happy. I spent the rest of the day trying to set things up for him again, because you need to, I unplugged stuff. I need to clean up a little bit, but yeah, my baby's back. And I'm very happy about it. I'm very happy. It was a very, very interesting day for me yesterday. It was a roller coaster of emotions, the whole thing. I still can't believe he's freaking alive. A part of me thought that he was in a part of crow's poop right now, but no, he's back. He's healthy. He doesn't look injured at all. He came back fatter than before. So he was probably like, let go of me, son of a bitch. I was happy. I had a bachelor pad. I had a bike. Screw you. So yeah, he's back. Everything's cool. Thank you everybody who reached out and, sent all the love and support. I really appreciate it. It does mean a lot, but okay. I think that's it. That's the thing that I wanted to say today. Now let's get into the clips. So for those of you who've never played this before with me, we play a game on the radio show called Throwback Trivia, and in it we do we do 3 clips. One is from a TV show, one is from the theme show for a TV show, a theme song for a TV show, a clip from a movie, and a clip of a song. So we do 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and so I have so fucking many clips saved in my computer, so I figured, you know what, I'll just replay some of the old ones, and you have to guess where they're from. Right? Pretty simple. So I'm going to start off right now. You have to guess what TV show this is from. So this is a TV theme song from the early 2000s, and you have to guess what TV show it's from. So I'm going to play it, then I'm going to give you 10 seconds to figure it out. I'm going to play it twice. I'm going to play the clip twice, and then you have 10 seconds to figure it out before I give you the answer. So here we go. First song. First theme. It's a theme show from the early 2000s. Good luck.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Your mama always said you'd be the chosen one. She said, one in a million, you got to burn the shine.
Sorry for the volume there, but we'll do it again. Go. All right, so you got 10 seconds. Good luck. All right, that's it. That's all the time you have. The answer to the theme song is The Sopranos. That is the theme song from The Sopranos. Also, I just figured out that I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to do in the video while this is playing. So I might just cut out into something else there. I'll just put the timer or something, because it's going to look pretty boring. It's going to be a pretty boring video if it's just me standing here. Anyway, let's move on. This is a movie clip from the 80s. So movie clip from the 80s. Figure it out.
I was only doing what I was told to do.
Like make love to me? That only makes things easier, Princess. To think I trusted you, I made a big mistake. Here, you can take this back.
Whose is that?
Doesn't matter. Hey, watch it! Take care of yourself, baby. By the way, I faked every orgasm.
All right, we're playing it again. Good luck.
I was only doing what I was told to do.
Like make love to me? That only makes things easier, Princess. To think I trusted you, I made a big mistake. Here, you can take this back.
Whose is that?
Doesn't matter. Hey, watch it! Take care of yourself, baby. By the way, I faked every orgasm.
All right, 10 seconds. All right, the song, what the fuck's happening with my brain today? That clip is from the 80s movie, The Naked Gun. The Naked Gun, everybody. Naked Gun. So now we moved on to the 90s, and we're going to do 3 90s clips because we used to play a game called 90s Trivia, so I have a bunch of 90s fucking clips. So 3 clips from the 90s in a row. First one is the song, so you have to figure out the song's name or the song, either the song's title or the name of the artist who sings it. Right? Here we go.
Cinderella said to Snow White, how does love get so off course? Oh, all I wanted was a white knight with a good heart, soft touch, fast horse, ride me off into the sunset, baby, I'm forever yours. It's the way you love me. It's a feeling like this.
All right, we're playing it one more time. Here we go.
Cinderella said to Snow White, how does love get so off course? Oh, all I wanted was a white knight with a good heart, soft touch, fast horse, ride me off into the sunset. Baby, I'm forever yours. It's the way you love me. It's a feeling like this.
I gotta tell you. Oh, but before that, 10 seconds. All right, so that is a clip from Faith Hill, This Kiss. This Kiss by Faith Hill. And I gotta tell you something. It's really hard not to react or or mouth along with the song, because I feel like I'd be giving up the answer, because again, I'm doing this on video. So I feel like I'd be giving up. And I have this issue a lot. Like, for example, I have this issue at Bombs at the Beach. I have this issue when we play the Newly Show game, that I feel like people are trying to get the answer from my face. So I try to not express anything. I try to stay quiet, but it's hard. Also, because, you know, some of these things, I know them by heart and I want to mouth them off. And so, yeah, it's hard. Anyway, fun fact for those of you who cared. Anyway, next we have a clip from a 90s movie. All right? Movie from the 90s. You have to guess the title of the movie. Here we go.
See, first of all, Joey is not half the man you are. Secondly, don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Go for it.
All right, we go one more time.
See, first of all, Joey is not half the man you are. Secondly, don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Go for it.
10 seconds. All right, that is a clip from 10 Things I Hate About You. 10 Things I Hate About You, the romantic comedy with Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love that fucking movie. That might be, I don't consider it a rom-com, but I think it's considered a rom-com. That might be my favorite rom-com. I said rom-com way too many times. Love that fucking movie. I'm a big Shakespeare guy. That movie's basically based on what's an adaptation of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. They left a lot of the original dialogue. I think it fits really well. Love that movie. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, last but not least, we have a theme song from the 90s. Theme song, you have to guess the TV show. Good luck. One more time. Ten seconds. All right, that is the theme song from the TV show Angel. Angel with David Boreanaz. Yeah, Chris Carpenter too. That is a spin-off from the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and one of my favorite shows of all time. I love that show. I loved Angel. I loved Angel better than Buffy by a lot. To me, Angel is one of the most tragic characters maybe in all fiction. Maybe I think he is the most tragic character. And there's a fun fact there about the TV show Angel. While they were writing it, the creator of the show, Joss Whedon, he also wrote most of the episode. Joss Whedon, he created also Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He directed the first Avengers movie. He's a big deal in the nerd community. Anyway, he gave himself a rule for the TV show Angel, and that is that whenever Angel wins something, he has to lose something of equal value, or equal or greater value. So the TV show is phenomenal. I love it. I love it. A lot of people did not like the ending. I did. It ended way too soon, and so I like the ending. But it's still, they continued the show afterwards in comic books. I love those too. It was a great show. Highly recommend it. And I don't think you really need to see Buffy the Vampire Slayer to understand it. It's better if you do. It's better if you do, because Buffy in itself, it's a good enough show. It's worthy of watching, but Angel's way better. At least that is my humble opinion. Also, Buffy, there's a season that there's a couple seasons that you can just completely ignore it. And ironically, those are the best seasons of Angel. So that's it for that. That's it for I'm such a genius today. Anyway, I believe that's it for today. I got no more clips. So yeah. Whoops, messed that up. So again, any comments, questions, suggestions, you can always find me at Dario the Show on Instagram. I appreciate everybody reaching out. I honestly, legit, it feels like I will answer to everybody, but yesterday I was busy. I had stuff to do, and I'm a busy guy. Also, I have another announcement. I will be doing Bombed at the Beach this weekend. It will be Saturday. I'm not exactly sure where yet, but it will be in the downtown area because I already agreed to go to the downtown area anyway. So this Saturday, Bombed at the Beach. If you're in the area, hit me up. I already told you how to find me. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. As always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again tomorrow.